guys, what's up? It's me, Lena, here, and I'm back with a new series show on not Disney Channel, but Nickelodeon, guys. The Other Kingdom. It premiered today, April 10th. It's a fantasy/teen sitcom. It's like all princessy and stuff, like a kid version of the Shannara Chronicles, kind of, but it's about fairies. So the show follows Fairy Princess Astral, who has to choose between staying her role and becoming a human at Athenia High School, as she is set to inherit the crown of her royal kingdom of Athenia. Wow, it sounds magical, first of all. And then it was created by Thomas W. Lynch. And you know, he executive produced it too. So yeah, and they said a total of 20 episodes were ordered and will air from April 10th. They showed 2 episodes tonight for the series premiere. They showed it then on April 17th. They're gonna show 2 episodes, and then on April 24th, 2 episodes, and on May 1st, say 2 episodes. I don't know when the last day is gonna be, but we'll see when that happens. So it stars Esther Zen as Princess Astral, a headstrong, impulsive, and endlessly curious fairy who is fascinated by humans. And you got Josette Halpert as Haley Grimm, a human who is ruthless and ambitious and plans to be the most powerful girl in school. You got Callan Potter as Tristan, a handsome, mysterious, and athletic new student who Astral has a crush on. You got Selena Martin playing Morgan, a huge fairy nerd who's aware of Athenia and Astral and soon becomes her loyal friend. Then you got Taylor Adams as Devin, an awkward, nerdy teen whose family plays host to Astral in the human realm and also knows her secret. Oh my god, I don't know. Oh my god, what? Then you got Tori Anderson, she's playing Queen Titania as Astral's mother. You got Martin Roach as King Oberon, Astral's dad, which I thought that was cool because it's like black people on here. And I'm like, oh my god, it's black people on here, guys. Because I'm like, what? It's black people on here. I'm like, what? That's cool. I thought that was cool. Then you got CJ Byrd-vassell as Winston, the English foreign exchange student. Then you got Jeff Douglas as Oswald, Matt Burns as Brendoni, Tori Webster as Peace Blossom. You got Brett Donahue as Peter Quince. You got Verstitude, the girl, Alvina August. She played Verstitude, which, yeah, she is playing in this episode. She played Verstitude. You got Kiana Madeira as Mindy. She was on here. And then you got Adam Petto and Jack Fulton, Bay Santos, Gerald Sokolowski as Edgar the Giant. And, yeah, so that's the cast of everybody on here. So let's get to the show. So Devin, he woke up, he tried to stay home from school, but his dad's like, you gotta get up, we have a foreign exchange student come to live with us, and we gotta get up and do this. So then it's a fairy. They was going through school halls. It's a fairy. This girl was handing out fall committees, which would be Haley. She's handing out fall committees, trying to be prom queen stuff, and she's like the head of the fall committee. And the fairies made her slip and fall and made Devin drop his chocolate milk, and you know, it was a whole bunch of crazy. It was messing everybody up. So then the fairy glowing thing helped this guy with his gymnastics, which would be Tristan, and you know, that was Astral helping him out because he's about to fall. And then the little flutter fairies, they all turned into humans. I was like, what? And that's when you saw Princess Astral and her daddy, King Oberon. And, you know, she wanted to make her own decisions. And, you know, she was like, I want to make my own decisions. And then Brendoni was like, she got a crush on one of the boys from the other kingdom. So then they was like, you have to cause mischief. You don't be all cutesy and stuff like that. So they're like evil fairies. And you got to rule Athenia, become the future queen. And she can't go back there. And Brendoni called him uncle. So I guess that's like his nephew. So then Haley is head of the fall committee. And she was asking Tristan, the crush of Astral. She was like, she wants him to go to prom with her because this should be president, valedictorian, and prom queen all by the time she graduate. And she was like, it's gonna be good for you because you a freshman and you can learn for something. You know, get you in the popular, be popular with everybody else. So then Morgan was talking to Devin about Greek mythology. She loved everything about fairies and stuff. So she's really going to be good friends with Astral because she loved everything about fairies. So then the queen was trying to tell Astral that the others don't remember we ruled them. And Tristan makes her feel warm inside and she feel amazing. So then, you know, the queen was like, no, I felt that before. You gotta use these crystals. All of these crystals, us fairies, we put out mistakes in these crystals, so you can just read these crystals or listen to these crystals and learn from the mistakes so you don't have to do it. So then she's like, but King, our dad, he learned from his mistakes and that's why you gotta do it. So I have to make mistakes too so I can learn from them. So then the queen was like, no, you cannot go back there. You will never go back there. No. And then they fought. She's like, you're not the boss of me. And she switched up in a fairy and then left. And then I was like, what? They could have got some cooler music though, with little, like, with the things in between. Because, like, kind of like old tiny fairy music. We need, like, some new modern fairy music. But other than that, yeah. So then Morgan and Devin, they was talking and they was about the video chat when a big old fairy explosion happened. I was like, I don't know how they did not see that. But I guess they didn't. Then Tristan kind of saw it, and Haley got their outfit coordinates, and then he trying to find his classes, and he's a freshman. Then she was like, it's good for you and you dating an older woman. She's like, boom, I just blew your mind. So Princess, she was done sparkling, and Oswald starts telling her Athena is amazing and the other world is bad. And the king's like, I cannot be happy when his queen and daughter is upset. And he's like, your highness. And then he zapped him. The king zapped him. I thought that was funny. And he tried to tell her that you are a princess and the others tried to hurt us before, and she doesn't want the responsibility, so she will go for 90 days to on the other side, you know, be a kid, be a regular girl. And he like, I don't want to lose my daughter and the future queen. So then he's like, okay, you can go, but you gotta take Oswald with you. So then Oswald was like, I can't fit in the school, I can't wear those skinny jeans, no. So then he's like, you gotta go, you gotta protect her. So she fluttered away, and she's like, princess, may your light shine bright. Ooh, where's my wand? Where's it? Boom, that's my wand right there, fairy wand right there. So then she's a regular girl. They playing that old 2000 chick flick movie, Mean Girls, you know, Freaky Friday. It was playing that. So then the foreign exchange student that's moving in with Devin is a girl. It was Winston, but they changed it up. So the dad's like, I thought you was going to be a boy. She's like, so did my parents. And then she was poking him, and she's like, oh my God, this phone is amazing. And she was like poking around in his stomach, punching. It's like, oh my God, you're so squishy. And then she got a phone. She's like, oh my God, that's me on a picture. When she took a picture, so she's so happy. So Devin was like, why don't you have an accent from England? She's like, what? And she pulled out a whole lamp out of her bag. And a whole bunch of stuff in her bag. And he was like, I'm a sleep eater, so it's okay. And I think her hair was really cute. I like how she had the flowers in there. So then Oswald, he was all teeny and tiny. And you know, he was like, they didn't say I was gonna be tiny. And it actually reminded me of Wizards of Waverly Place when Alex used the spell to get like some guy she got the little guy, a little teeny tiny guy, to help her with her spells and stuff, to tell her the answers. And it actually reminded me of that when he couldn't have chocolate, so he bit her and she like got infected with chocolate, and she started eating chocolate everywhere in front of her crust and stuff. That's what I actually thought of. That's when he was teeny tiny. That's the first thing I thought of. I was like, Wizard Way Place when he was tiny. I was like, what? That's so cool. So then she bounced all around in the bed, and it was making a whole bunch of noise because she turned into a freaking fairy and was like bouncing off the wall. So then Devin was like, you okay? So then he came in and she was like, okay, it's okay, bouncing on the bed, you know, stays in your head or something. So she was like, So then they got through with it. So then the dad called to make sure that she was the right student. So then burst the two. She was like, yeah, it's okay, that's the right student. She's like, the fairy dust went around her to be safe and stuff, so she's gonna be okay. So then Devin was helping Astral around the school, and she went up to Tristan. She's like, I know you. And she enchanted him, and then she blew dust on him. And he's like, normally people say start with hello because he sneezed. And I was like, how can he not see that glitter stuff in her hand? What? So then Devin was like, yeah, I know English people drive on the wrong side of the road and everything's going to be opposite for you, but you got to lay low under the radar. So then Morgan was kind of mad that he was being friends with her and stuff and being all friendly up on her. So then she can't chat people for herself. Oswald told her, you gotta get him to like you from like manipulation or reverse psychology. So then Haley was trying to tell Tristan we're gonna be totally perf, and she said I'm saving all time and words because I can just say perf, totally perf this, perf that. So then Astral went to shake her hand. She blew the stuff out, magical. It was like magically a wind gust, and then she didn't even question it. Haley didn't even question it unless she can't see it. Like, I'm like, Haley, come on. So then he don't have a girlfriend. He liked the girls. He don't like the girls that are really tense. So he liked gymnastics. And he writes cheesy poems about the world, how we just tiny drops in the ocean. So then Haley was like, I feel you, and she was like, you know, we are not our soulmates. We're destined to be together. And he was like, I gotta leave. And she's like, wait, you can't remember that. So he's like, what? So then she glimmered him where he forgot that part of his memory. So I was like, how can you do that? You can't be doing that. You gonna really give up being a fairy queen for a prom queen? What? So yeah. So then a little side note. This is a new cartoon that's going to be coming on in May. New show called The Loud House. It's going to be this kid. He's got 10 brothers and sisters. And, you know, this like a whole bunch of cartoon crazy stuff. So I think it's going to be watching now. You guys can check out for that show. I'm going to be trying to do a review on that because it look pretty cool. And then the voices sound familiar. I know pretty the voices that's on it, but they sound familiar. So, yeah. So, back to the show. So, Astral loves school. And Devin's dad, he's working on a project. So, then they was going to go watch TV. He was like, oh my God, I always wanted to watch TV. So then the parents were spying on her, and the exchange student Winston is there. Oh my God, do not eat him, Edgar. Don't eat him. He's so tiny and so adorable. Don't eat him. So then Astral was talking to her, Crystal, basically recording herself, and she's like, others can't teach me about flying, obviously, but Tristan is amazing. But the direct approach didn't work, so she's like, I wonder how they would react if they knew I was a fairy. She just wanted to fit in, basically. So then Astral's like, they spelled Atlantis wrong. They spelled it Atlanta when it was in geography class, and he was like, English. What's his Devin was like, her English is wrong. Then he was like, he's like, English is her second language. Then the teacher was like, they speak English in England. And so then it's like, okay, well, you gotta go, you gotta study. You can't be dumb. You gotta study. That's what they basically told her. So then there was the second episode. After that was the first episode. This is the second episode. Winston was there. He was like, I'm sorry, Edgar. And the king was like, he's not to be eaten. And Versa 2 was like, maybe he should be eaten. And she's like, exchange. It should be very educational, with a really, really creepy laugh. What? So then Astral loves dances, and Morgan knows everything about fairies. She wants to go with both of them. So Devin is scared to dance. So then he was like, I'm the invisible kid. No girls ever want to go out with me. So then he went up there to talk to this girl named Paula. And she's like, I don't know you. But then Astral enchanted that girl. And she's like, oh, Devin, I love you. So then Devin's like, what the heck is going on? Like, what? So then Oswald said, I can't protect you from Swan. He needs to be out. And Haley is assigned to be her exchange big sister. So she's like, I never had a big sister. And Haley's like, just do what I do. So then Winston was there at the house. And he's like, where am I? And the queen's like, you're in Athena. And he was like, I need to unpack my stuff. But it's rugged here. And she's like, it's not rugged. So she threw all his clothes over the ground. He's like, where are my classes? And she's like, everywhere. The plants. Talk to the plants. Everything. Nations, your class. You got to learn about everything. And he was like, what is wrong with you? Peace. I cannot do this. He's like, why would my parents even do this to me? Why they don't love me? Why they do this to me? So then after that, he was like, it's nothing I can't handle, so I'm going to do this. So then Haley said, just for the life you want, not the one you have. And in high school, it's not what you know, it's who you know. And her friends can't be Devin and Morgan. And she's like, don't sit with the drama club because they just want you to watch them cry. And then the cliches are the debutantes. They was born rich and they could save space because they don't use their brains. You got the six packs, they're athletes. And then the future kids, they always making apps known what's hot and what's new, what's in the best when they make it. Then it's just Haley. She's her own clique. She's her own clique. She's friendly to everyone but best friends to none. So Devin was scared of Paula. And she keep knocking him down, and Morgan is getting so upset. Haley was contouring. She was like, killing cheekbones is key. I learned this offline. So then she watched videos, and Astral, she was just like looking at the toilets and stuff, and she's like, oh my god, these toilets are so funny. And she's like, you need to live your old life. The world's made up of losers and winners. Which one are you gonna be? That's what she basically told him. So then basically she looked just like Haley. She had like the same hair and everything, and everybody was looking at her, and her prize is Tristan, and she's like, Haley's like, no, that prize is already spoken for. So then Morgan's like, your new hairdo is kind of a hair don't, because I don't like it. So Devin was hiding from Paula. He's not going to ask her to the dance, and he don't want anyone. Then Astral picked out another girl for Devin, which would be Mindy, and then it was like, oh my god, she enchanted another girl. She just enchanted everybody. So then I liked Morgan's sneaker wedges when she kicked that backpack when she was doing Astral's hair. So Oswald got her, and she had to pass the geography test. And if she doesn't, she gonna be going to summer school. So no girl has talked to me since what happened. And so then Ashley was like, maybe the girls have changed. And Morgan was like, maybe because he probably put a big deal around. And he was like, no, the girls changed. So the phone was ringing. Haley needs Astral. She was like, straw. So she's like, the six packs at a party. So now Haley's working the door. So she's like, you can come, but your friends can't, okay? So, you gotta start, she's like, you gotta start a new life. Your new life starts tomorrow night. And she's like, your hair was better when I did. So Oswald was like, that one is ruthless. So Dion got a whole bunch of hearts on his locker. Devin got a whole bunch of locks on his locker. And he got like camel on. And Ash was like, who you taking to dance? And Devin was like, Paula crushes me. And Minnie talks too much. So then she enchanted another girl for him. And then that girl wore a song for him. It was really creepy and weird. So then Astral didn't want to go to the party with her friends. And Haley's like, Devin's an outcast, but by choice, which is interesting. But Morgan, she might need a makeover. So the girls, they was going crazy for Devin. And then it was just so crazy. So then Winston saw Versa 2 pop in and out of thin air. He was like, oh my god, are y'all circus people? And she's like, no. Then he's like, oh my god, this must be wizard school. My parents finally did listen. When do I get my wand? And she's like, be quiet. Please be quiet. So they was at the party and Haley was working the door and Morgan and Devin was there. And she's like, no listing, no entry. So then they don't get in. Tristan was there and he was like, I like your flowers, Haley. So then she was like, I saw him first. And she's like, sisters before misters. And I was like, wait, what? But yeah. So then she was like, you want another life, right? And then she was like, yeah. But now she's in like a pickle. So then Astral made the whole place started raining for the cool kids because she didn't want to leave her friends. And I was like, yeah, Astral, you stick to the people who was there for you. So then Devin, they went to the girls and he apologized to them. But then they was like, what? So then they just act like they didn't know him. So then Astral was like, well, enchantments don't last forever. So then Morgan's like, enchantments. And so then she was like, oh, I mean, love don't last forever. So they just basically wore off for him. So then it was like the yard flooded at the party and the DJ's outlet blew out the whole power in the whole neighborhood. So then Astral got happy when Tristan wanted to go out, like hang out with her again. She started floating and it was like, calm down. I was like, calm down. But hopefully nobody saw her. Then she went and told her Crystal that everybody just wants to fit in like a clique or a country, and she like, when you with the right people, it makes you feel at home again. Then it was a shooting star. Then Versatile was watching her, and she was like, home is a place you won't ever see again. Basically, that's how she laughed. That's what happened. I was like, but she looked good. That cute outfit though. But yeah, so Versatile seemed evil, but you know they about mischief. Really, I did not know fairies could be evil. I thought fairies was always, I thought fairies was always supposed to be good and help you be a fairy lady, but I guess not. They evil. So thanks for watching this review, guys. Like, share, subscribe, and comment your thoughts on this new series premiere. I know they do this with a lot when they do, like, when Nickelodeon run through a show, like they did this with Every Which Way, which is like, I think it's back on, well, it came back on. They did that with Every Which Way. They did it with another show, and I think that they're gonna do this with this show. Obviously they're gonna run it through like for a whole month, I think. But thanks for watching this show, guys. You know, check out the link description below. Send it to everybody you know. Send it to the cast, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.